Well, hello my fellow carnivores. Today we are going to make the best protein snack that you can make on carnivore diet, and that is chicken chips. Very simple if you don't have any tools, even more simple if you have tools. It can be done both in the air fryer and also in the oven. I'm using an air fryer, only requires one ingredient and that's it. So let's get cooking. So when you hear carnivore chicken protein chips, what is that one ingredient that comes to mind that we are going to use? Well, obviously it's chicken. I'm using around 200 grams of chicken breast. Of course, you can also use ground chicken. I just don't really like ground chicken from the store, so I'm going to kind of deal with this myself. If you have a food processor or the mincing machine and the grounding machine, then of course it's easier for you, but I'll just show you an alternative if you have none of those things, because I think that these chips you should try. For those of you who are like me and do not have a machine, this is essentially what we're going to do. We will cut this breast into small pieces, and I'm doing that by first kind of cutting it into strips. Now we cut them into like cubes, so vertically. Then just mash them all together with knife and start smacking it with your knife. Ideally you will start hearing that you are kind of going through. This will take a couple of times of us doing this. Just do it, mash it all together and repeat. And it's slowly becoming, minced. If you are me and like if you are just tempted to go crazy, I mean, don't. This part, of course, like for those of you who do not have the machine, does require a bit of patience. But essentially, you just fold it up and repeat, and just do it like 6-7 times. It doesn't even take that long. I'll just do it like 1 or 2 more times and then I'm done. And if you want to add some spices, salt for example, then I would suggest that to do it right now, because we are going to do it once more and then it all mixes in nicely. So I'm adding some salt and some garlic powder. With spices in general, like as long as the ingredients are good and they do not have a lot of carbs, then you're fine. Especially for a snack like this, it's fine. Personally, like in my daily meals, I never add any spices at all, but for a snack like this, a little bit is just fine. So 7 minutes later, this is what we have. Next, you take a parchment paper and just transfer this whole situation to the parchment paper. Then you take another piece of parchment paper and lay it on top. If you have the transparent thing, I don't know what it's called, that's of course better, because then you can see like what's happening. But the parchment paper will do just fine. First we are pressing it down a little bit just to spread it out, and then you need something to roll with. In my case it's a bottle of rice vinegar, and just carefully and slowly start rolling it all out. Of course I don't have to tell you, because I assume that you know, but you don't want to push down too hard on it, but I guess it's only needed for people who are like me, because I always was pushing hard on things and then they were breaking apart, so it's this makes a lot of sense. But just like a little bit of patience. This preparation, like in total with the whole cutting, if you don't have any tools, like I said, it takes around 15 minutes and it's really worth it. So yeah, I'm just like feeling, because this is not transparent, so I cannot really say, but like these sides are very thin, this one needs a bit more. And now carefully removing the parchment paper. So you should be able to like almost see through it, or like in these cases here you actually can see through. And this is it. Now I want to transfer this successfully to the air fryer. And I'll just cut the sides around it. Of course, if your air fryer is smaller, you might want to either do more batches or get yourself a Typhoon Dome 2. You can get a nice discount by using code MEAT, and the links are in the description. That was such a shameless and natural plug. I'm so proud of myself, to be honest. But this part that I'm going to do right now, I'm not going to be proud of myself. Oh! This makes so much sense. So I always thought that these scissors are trash, horrible. Because you see, I am left-handed, so naturally, for me it makes sense to take them like this. I don't know, it's more comfortable, it just makes sense, but it doesn't it doesn't cut good. I don't know, but now I took them like this, and this doesn't feel nice for me. And whoa, it cuts. Wish I knew this like 2 years ago. Anyways, wow, I'm gonna bake so much more. It's like a caveman has discovered scissors. Whoa. Now I want to cut more things. Like, if any of you are like left-handed, if you ever had this issue, then you know what I'm talking about. And now we are going to air fry this beast at 150 degrees Celsius for a total of 30 minutes. However, I will first do 15 and then we'll check and then we'll do 15 more. That's what I usually do. See you in 15. Alright, so the first 15 minutes have passed and this is what we have. It does get already crispy on the edges, as you can see, but this is what we want throughout. So yeah, I'll just run it for 12 more minutes and then we'll check. It can be that the edges are a little bit burnt, but that's fine. It happens. Alternatively, what we can try today for the first time, we'll see how it turns out. I'll just do 140 degrees for another 15 minutes and we'll see then. I completely forgot to mention that, like, I came to check in because I suddenly remembered, but because the Carnivore is well, not so high, when the chicken dehydrates, it starts going a little bit crazy. So I just put the grill plate on top and yeah, we can continue. Because I was taking it out, I'll just add a few more minutes. But yeah, that's good to know. It has beeped, so it means that it's time for us to check. Of course, I'm learning from my mistakes. Yeah, this is how it looks right now. I would, because I was not as perfect with rolling, this side still needs some work, and I think that the rest of it wouldn't really hurt. So maybe I'll do 5 more minutes, which would be a total of 35, and then we'll check. Also, alternatively, like if you are making this, right, and if you have a situation where, let's say, half of it looks done, because this half looks kind of okay, this half needs some work, you can also just like cut half of it out and only do the half, but we'll risk it, So let's place this back and 150, 5 more minutes. And after 5 minutes we are back. I would still add more time. Let's do 5 more. This is the experimenting part, you know, depending on how thin you roll it out and how evenly, this is what happens. Normally half an hour, but I guess I should have said from 30 to 45 minutes, because that's like the actual, you know, you see and you put more and you see and you put more and that's it. Now, after between 30 and 45 minutes have passed, we are ready to just remove this beast from the air fryer. I don't know, my brain just froze for absolutely no reason. And let it cool down and dry a bit, and then we can smash it up and try it out. Ta-da! Mega chip. So yeah, this thickest part, I mean, technically, like, I would still run a few minutes because it is a little bit bending. But for the rest, I mean, we'll anyways eat all of it today, so there's no point in doing that. Well, hey, we are done. Alright, so here we have them, and just a quick taste test. Of course, they are crunchy. Perfect. Super, just like Doritos, literally. They are literally like Doritos, just 100 times more healthier. If you have a dip, perfect. If not, also perfect. Really try these out if you haven't already. And yeah, as always, would like to thank all the channel members. If you would like to become a channel member, you can click the join button down below. Other than that, thank you so much for watching. Make sure you subscribe, like, leave a comment, and I'll see you in the next one. Ciao!